Hola amigos, hoy es un día muy especial porque tengo la oportunidad de tener una entrevista con Emmanuel Itier. ¿Quién es Emmanuel Itier? Es un productor de Hollywood que ha desarrollado un documental llamado The Cure. ¿De qué va The Cure? The Cure habla acerca del poder de las emociones y la mente para curarnos y sanar cualquier padecimiento que tengamos, lo cual es un tema muy interesante para toda la temática de los talleres que imparto y los grupos con los que comparto como amigos de esclerosis múltiple. Espero disfruten mucho la entrevista y quedamos en contacto. Un beso.
So you're asking me if I'm nervous about this interview. I think I've been nervous twice in my life. When I was born, because it's a crazy world to jump into, especially when you're in the comfort of your mother. And I'll probably be nervous when I die because nobody knows what's coming next. So I'm one of these person that believe we are molecules, and I think, molecules disintegrate and reorganize. So I'm not sure I will have a remembering of Emmanuel Itier when he dies. But still, it's scary because you're going to make one with the universe. So what does that mean? And the universe making one with the universe, does that mean God? What is God? We fight about the notion of God forever. And it's funny because nobody knows. And at the same time, maybe little by little, with all of our objective scientific tools, maybe we can try to understand how that molecule and that molecule make something else. So I don't know, but nervous. What is the second question?
Not in this case. Okay, we're a thing because we're really interested about your new documentary, The Cure. So my first question would be, what was the reason to create this kind of documentary?
Oh, that's a very good question. The reason, there's something that comes to my mind immediately, and it's a saying about love having its reason that reason doesn't have, and I think it's a little bit the same. I am not sure I was in charge. I don't think as a documentary filmmaker you are necessarily in charge of the vision you want to explore and explain and study. But certainly The Cure is definitely an homage to my dad. My dad is a doctor, and I love my dad. And I felt, by the way, my dad in a way because he wanted me to be a doctor as well. So somewhere there is a little bit of that. But also it was also to realize that, like Freud said, we are all sick, and what separates us from each other is degree of sickness. And I wanted to explore that, to realize my own insanity and explore that and put it in perspective with other people and try to understand how, we are living in a planet where most of us have mental, physical sickness, and it's okay, that's who we are. But how do we function? How do we make it work anyway beyond that? How do we make it work beyond cancer and AIDS and Alzheimer? And so that movie is more a reflection about that, how we can try to at least reconnect and maybe find some salvation to help each other, to heal each other, to cure each other. And it's a process. It's not easy. It's on many layers. It's not only about the health industry, but it's about politics, it's about economics, it's about education, and that's what the movie is doing. It's trying to show you that to be healthy as much as one can be, it takes a lot. It takes 7 billion of us working together.
So, in fact, in this documentary, the people that already had cancer or any terminal disease are going to find some instruments, or going to see another vision, how to handle, or how can we explain in what will be the advantage in this documentary?
Yeah, the advantage of this documentary compared to others on the same subject is that here it's an invitation to connect. And I think by connecting, exchanging, communicating, opening our mind, our mouth, our body to each other, that's how you find the cure that is fitted for yourself. Because I think today there are way too many groups or people that are telling you, this is it, you have cancer, you have Alzheimer, and that's the only path, that's the only way. You have to do this, you have to do that, you have to take this drug, you have to eat this or not. And I think it's wrong. I think it's a two-step dance. The two-step dance is, you listen to everybody around you telling you what to do, and then on your own, if you're still dying, you're still inquire, and you go out of the box, and you really go try to seek your own salvation, your own cure. Because honestly, and that's proven medically, we are our own prototype. Your body is your body, my body is my body. What you are and what I am is totally different. There are a little bit of similarities in the DNA and all that, but there are so many no similarities and no mutual connection. So if someday you are sick and someday I'm sick of the same sickness, whatever is going to cure you might not be the same that whatever is going to cure me. And so it's very important to keep looking and never give up, because it's proven that indeed the state of mind does help. I mean, if we keep saying I'm going to make it, well, your chances are better. And the reason is because we are energy, and energies are molecules. And again, if you slap molecules that way or that way, they're going to listen. So I think you have to slap your own molecules and tell them, no, I'm going to be okay. I refuse to die. I refuse to have cancer. I refuse. And it does help. Doesn't mean it solves everything, but it does help. And little by little, you solve the problems.
So, I do believe in miracles.
But what is miracles? That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's the question of stepping into the divine. What is God? What is miracles? I do believe in God and I do believe in miracles, but my God, my notion of miracles is about us working together. It's not about us waiting to be saved. So yes, I think miracle, God can happen if you are part of it. You know, you have to run for the miracle. You have to run for God. You have to be part of it. And again, by the way, it's explained in every scripture. God is all and all is God. And when Abraham was asking God, supposedly, because obviously these are tales we are not 100% sure about, but he was asking God to explain, what are you, God? Supposedly, God said, I am what I am, I am. So it's a notion of existence. And if anything, existence is all indeed. We are all. We don't need a outside source to come and save us. We can save each other right now, right here, as long as we work at it. So we are on miracle. We are on God. That doesn't mean we absolute the notion of an invisible force being part of it. Sure, look, all of my deceased grandparents and parents, hopefully they are here with us tonight and they are part of the conversation and they influence my thoughts. Who knows? I welcome that. It's about welcoming. It's about embracing. It's about loving. It's about giving each other 100% all the time and working hard to make it happen.
And what do you decide to come to Mexico and present here the Cure?
Mexico love story. Yeah, and I have to explain that to my wife, right? Why the Mexico love story? Well, no, actually, it's interesting. The Mexico love story started over 10 years ago. There was an incredible mind named Irving Laszlo. And Irving Laszlo is one of these incredible mind outside of the box that if you're lucky you meet once in your life. And I wanted to interview him for my movie about God. I found out he was coming to Mexico in 2010 or something like that. So I went on the site of the organization that was welcoming him, and I reached out to them and I said, hey, I'm doing a movie about God. I want to interview this guy. Could I come to your event in Mexico City? And they're like, oh, who's this French guy? Crazy French guy. But anyway, I befriended the organizer. Her name is Malika Maslika. And thank you, Malika. So anyway, I came to Mexico City 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago, for this, to interview that man. And when I got to Mexico City, my only knowledge of Mexico and Mexico City was Cabo San Lucas, Cancun. The image of that terrible, touristic, stupid, naive image. And so, I discovered the real Mexico, the real Mexican, the people who have an incredible soul, who have an heritage. From all of these cultures and all of the myths of European and it was amazing, and I fell in love and I fell in love with you guys. I mean, I'm guilty. I really discovered something in my soul that was very close because we always talk about the Latinos, but as a French guy, I am Latino. Latino comes from Rome, France, and Spain, and then it moved to Latin America. So it's funny how I identify to you because of our genes, or cultures, or mental heritage. And so anyway, I've been coming here for 10 years now, and I've been shooting over and over, interviewing a lot of women, men. So in the Cure, you'll see there is a great cancer doctor, there's a great shaman from Mexico. Then I'm finishing with the people, and there are some people from the government in Mexico in it. So I'm going to keep coming back because you are part of me and I'm part of you. Again, all is God and God is all. We are the divine together. We are the beautiful dance of life, and we should never stop loving each other, and we should never stop dancing with each other.
So, what would you think would be the thoughts that we should change in our mind in order to be able to heal our body?
The only thing you need to do is do that. It's reach out. It's, there's in the Sistine Chapel, if you go to the Vatican, which I invite you, all of you, Mexico, because obviously you are very Catholic here, and it's fine. Catholic comes from universal, and so it's beautiful. But anyway, go there because you look at the Sistine Chapel and you see, God and the man, and it's about that. It's about that notion we need to touch each other We need to connect. We need to drop our stupid iPhone and computer and Facebook. These are bullshit tools you don't need. This is superficial connection. You need to get together like this and connect and look at each other. And I think that's part of the healing. I really think that if our molecules are in the same space, just the joy of smiling and saying I love you, that does a tremendous change. And by the way, doctor and cancer especially will tell you the same. You know, that's why even a person in a coma, they want the family to come and hold their hand and tell them how they love them and talk to them and read a story. Because it's about that. Nothing is going to change and replace that human connection. You know, we are molecules. We are made to embrace each other. We don't need a broker, whether it's called Facebook or Twitter or whatever the fuck. Shut it off. That's not going to solve your problem. Your problem are going to be solved if you call your friend and you say, hey, buddy, you know, I'm depressed. Hey, I'm about to kill myself. Can we meet? Whatever the drama is, meet, talk, embrace, kiss, say I love you to each other. That's how you're going to heal yourself.
Okay. Finally, as I told you, I am working with people with multiple sclerosis, but it's a degenerative disease. What would be the message for these people? And I think in this last answer it was involved everything. Everything is about love, because sometimes they are afraid, they feel alone. They feel confused with that diagnostic. They don't know how to handle. They don't know how to keep on going. No? Sometimes comes when you are a girl. That was my case. And sometimes you come in the better part of your life when your baby is a newborn. No? So in that case, that would be very appreciated for all the people that it has not only this disease, that. How not to forget how to love and how to care each other. No, so I think. Do you recommend we can find those answers, those advices in the cure?
Yeah. Again, I think the cure is it's just a tool.
It's just a tool.
You know, it's not your answer. Your answer is within you and within you. So I think it's about watching the cure or watching everything else. I mean, you know, I'm a very humble filmmaker. I think what I create does help. Does it solve every problem? Absolutely not. It just helps. And I think we need many help to keep going. So I need you. You need me. You need the cure. You need Deepak Chopra. You need Michael Beckwith. You need, I'm sure, a lot of healers that you can find in Mexico. And that's the thing. I think we are 7 billion geniuses. 7 billion amazing people on this planet. So today there are no reason for poverty. There are no reasons for disease. There are no reasons for despair. If these things exist, it's because sadly our humanity has been hijacked by a few 100,000 motherfuckers who don't give a crap about us because they see us as sub-people.
Yeah.
And that is something I will never tolerate, never accept, and always fight back. I think on the contrary, we are 7 billion amazing souls who can solve every problem we have, as long as we work together as one humanity. And we are more and more, thanks to the internet, thanks to movies, thanks to an interview like this. So we're going to keep going, and we're going to keep doing. And guess what? It will change. And I predict that 20, 30, 50 years. It's a process. It takes time. But we will have a happy planet with healthy people where nobody is dying of stupid shit and whatever. So keep on riding, keep on loving. Love, 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 love. These are the only three words that are incredible in our existence are I love you. 3 words and everything is possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You think about the opposite of the 3 words and everything is destroyed. So the choice is yours. I love you or the other alternative? I don't think so.
Emmanuel, I really, really thank you for your time. It's very time is an illusion, but for your work.
We're part of time.
Yeah.
I'm just riding the wave.
You're only keep on rocking like always. Thanks a lot for your smile.
Absolutely.
And for your love.
Mexico.
Yeah, and I hope you enjoy, like us, your visit. We see us tomorrow in your documentary. Don't forget to go. And thanks a lot.
Thank you.